This man never expected that Kevin, who couldn't even defeat a slime in normal times, was actually the real hidden big shot. In order to improve the overall strength of the team, Jack decided to kick Kevin out of the team. However, what everyone didn't know was that, except for his combat ability, Kevin was actually a powerful person with SSS level attributes in other aspects. Even Kevin himself didn't know it, because everyone in the village where he was born was a monster, and he was the weakest one among them. Kevin, who had been kicked out of the team, came to the Adventurers Guild with the last $2 in his hand to look for a new job. The first thing to do was to test his ability value. The higher the level, the stronger the corresponding ability. Kevin thought that he might have some hidden abilities, but the test results were all at the lowest level. The receptionist comforted him that besides the combat test, there were also tests for exclusive occupations, such as blacksmithing and alchemy. But it so happened that the person in charge of the test wasn't there at the moment. He had to wait for a week for the test. After hearing this, Kevin felt a bit of a headache. The $2 in his hand couldn't last him a week at all. The receptionist thought for a while. Then he asked Kevin to try lifting the sandbag beside him. If he could succeed, he could go to the nearby construction site. Kevin easily lifted one bag, but strangely it seemed that a little bit of his magic power was sucked away, and the bag became extremely heavy. Soon Kevin arrived at the place. Looking at Kevin's thin and small body, the foreman was in a dilemma. But since they were really short of people at the moment, he could only assign the simplest task to Kevin. That was to repair the city wall with cement. Unexpectedly, just 2 hours later, Kevin had completely repaired this part of the wall. The foreman was completely stunned, since the payment was based on efficiency. The foreman said that he didn't have that much money on him at the moment. He would leave the remaining money at the Adventurers Guild another day. The next day, Kevin even finished repairing the northern city wall. This immediately aroused the dissatisfaction of the other workers. After all, repairing the city wall was part of the poverty alleviation policy. If Kevin continued to work, the others would lose their jobs. Therefore, Kevin was unfortunately fired. But what the foreman didn't know was that the city walls repaired by Kevin were all infused with magic power, and their defensive power was so high that even explosive magic couldn't bring them down.